All right, y'all. This could be a long video. I'm not sure. This is going to be a little bit of like a brain dump, trying to get all of these thoughts and ideas that are in my head out to all of you so you get a little bit more of an overview as to what kinds of thoughts go into when I'm programming and why and what and all that good stuff. So one of the main concepts of CrossFit is be prepared for the unknown and the unknowable. Be ready for anything. It doesn't matter what gets thrown at you. You're going to do well and you're going to succeed at it. And I had some ideas and some thoughts. I'm like, hey, what would make a really good training program? And I wanted to try to come up with a way to get some of these ideas out in an orderly fashion and for it to have some rhyme and reason and to make sense. So this is the best I got so far, but this is some really cool stuff that I've been working on that I want to give you some overview in terms of some things you might see on WOD Up and some of the things you might see in the programming over the next several weeks. I am open for discussion and chats and things like that, and I'm always open to change and feedback and things like that. But here's where we go. So if you were to ask me to design a well-rounded program that would get somebody ready for anything, there were some things or some categories that I thought everybody should have on a daily basis. And my goal with this is a lens that I want to look at programming on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, and then also obviously on a monthly basis, where we should be over the course of a week and over the course of the month hitting several different categories here. And we're calling this base training, right? You should have a solid foundation for your training. And I believe that this training program will keep everybody ready and well-rounded enough so that if you do want to sign up with a 5K with your friends, it's not going to cost you a whole lot extra training to be ready to hit that, right? If you do want to hop in and max out your deadlift on a random day, some of the changes that we're going to be making to the program should allow that to be something where you're not so far off of that on any given week, right? We are more prepared. So here's what we got. Base training, right? And what let's say is over the course of the week, we are going to be doing things that are going to help you make yourself more bulletproof, right? As an athlete, if I am injury-free and I'm strong and I'm robust and I can do a lot of things and I know that nothing is going to break me down, that's a really good aspect to have. Number 2, athletic. I think everybody should be more athletic. As we get older, we tend to stop playing, we tend to stop sprinting, jumping, all that stuff that we maybe have a little bit less fear of when we are younger. So we're going to try to get you guys to be more athletic. We tend to get away from some of the more explosive things, some of the things that cause or present higher risks if we don't practice them on a daily basis. So we've got athletic things. Strong. I believe everybody should be strong. It's never a issue or it's never a weakness being strong. It's never hurt anybody having some heavy lifts. And then I believe everybody should be enduring, right? And I believe that being strong and enduring can happen at the same time. And I believe if you look at the best in this sport, they're the people that can hit some super heavy lifts, but they can also row a marathon without stopping, right? These are some really cool ends of the spectrum. And I think that it's just a testament to what's possible out there and how well of a program CrossFit is. But this is what I look at and this is what you might see. So breaking each category down, when I say bulletproof, I'm talking about things like flexibility, mobility, prehab and rehab type exercises that are going to help your joints and your body feel good. Unilateral, so we're going to see some single leg, single arm movements. These are things that incorporate balance. And when I say balance here, I'm talking about balance across the joint, balance across the body, more of a balance from an injury prevention standpoint than anything. This can be different forms of movement work, which we know just more variance provides a more robust system. Building volume so that we are ready to tolerate more intensity. And then that comes usually in the form of accessory work. Athletic. When we look at people that are athletes, right? These are people that are explosive. These are people that are powerful. That's going to incorporate things like sprints and plyometrics and balance work and hand-eye coordination and speed and agility type stuff. We've been playing with this category a little bit over the last cycle, and I think we've got some good feedback on it, but it's something I want to expand on more because I think it's an aspect of our programming that we've been a little bit biased towards, in the sense of we're unbiased towards it. We don't, scratch that, damn it. All right, well, this is the raw footage. We don't do enough of this, I'll put it that way. Strong, right? I believe everybody should be looking to improve their absolute strength. So one arm deadlift, how much weight can I pick up off the floor? We should also be working on improving our relative strength, right? What's my max weighted pull-up, right? How well can I move my body relative to my body weight? This is going to come in the form of obviously heavy lifts, but we've also got things like weighted body weight movements and higher skilled movements that are going to require a level of strength. We've also got things that we see typically, right, is come in the form of a 5RM, a 3RM, and a 1RM. These would be your heavy lifts, your big lifts here, right? Squat, bench, deadlift, push press. Clean and jerk is kind of in the blend here. Same thing with snatch, but you're gonna see some compound lifts here. And then endurance or enduring, right? So when we look at this, obviously the first thing most people think of is, hey, I wanna have a good cardiovascular system. I wanna be an aerobic person. I wanna be able to breathe and keep my heart rate high and keep moving. But we're also looking at muscular stamina, muscular endurance. How well can I repeatedly use my muscle, right? So this is gonna be a big part of what we're gonna shift towards a little bit as we head into our Murph prep cycle. But we also wanna build endurance in terms of our posture. Can I maintain good positions when my heart rate is high and I'm tired and I'm 15 minutes into a 30-minute workout? This is gonna come in the form of long metcons, intervals, higher volume type lifts, and then overall just general work capacity. You add all this together, we touch on these four categories a few times a week, and I think we're gonna have a really well-rounded athlete that is ready to kind of take on anything. So this is base training. This is gonna be kind of like my little thing. I don't know if anyone came up with this before, but just wanted to get some thoughts out on paper. For those of you that are familiar with something called conjugate, I think this is also gonna be something I'm gonna steal some ideas from on that, so that way we can kind of play with kind of touching all aspects of the training at all times. So let me know if you have questions. I hope you guys made it this far. If you did, thank you for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, chats, all that good stuff. I'd love to start a discussion. So awesome, guys. Thank you.